Hello, my name is Hiren Burle. Today I'm going to talk about launch of a new transmission torque converter. Ford Motor Company is going to launch new transmission for their future product application. Ford Motor Company is a very well known automobile manufacturing company. It is founded by Henry Ford on June 16, 1903. So it is more than 100 years old. Ford Motor Company is fifth largest automaker in the world and second largest automaker in the USA if we consider number of automobiles produced by company in last year. Ford Motor Company is 8th ranked American based company in 2010 Fortune 500 based on a global revenue that is $118.3 billion. As we all know, Ford Motor Company is well known for its innovations. They are the first one who introduced moving assembly line, which helps the company to mass produce their products. Then every automobile company adopted this technique. Similarly, they are the first one to build full aluminum body for their best selling product, that is F-150. The first mass produced vehicle manufactured by the Ford company was Model T. This vehicle really opened the doors of automobiles for common people. Model T is still in the top 10 list of best-selling vehicles of all time. Nowadays, Ford owns a 2.1% stake in Mazda of Japan, 8% stake in Aston Martin of United Kingdom, and 49% stake in Jiangling of China. It also has number of joint ventures, 2 in China, 1 in Thailand, 1 in Turkey, and 1 in Russia. In USA, Ford used to sell vehicles under 3 brands, Ford, Mercury, and Lincoln, out of which they closed Mercury in the period of financial crisis. Nowadays, Ford sells following models under the Ford brand: Fiesta, Focus, Fusion, Mustang, C-Max, which is their hybrid model, Taurus, Escape, Transit, Edge, Flex, Explorer, Expedition, and F-Series truck, which is their best-selling vehicle. Ford offers following models under Lincoln brand: MKX, MKZ, MKC, MKT, MKS, and Navigator. In transmission, Ford offers 6-speed front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive application. Nowadays, Ford is working on 8-speed and 10-speed transmission. As I mentioned in the title of the project, this project is about the launch of new transmission. I will concentrate on the torque converter. Torque converter is the main and largest component of the transmission. This component connects engine to the rest of the transmission. Main function of this part is to multiply the torque coming from the engine and transmit it to the transmission. Another primary function of this part is to dampen the vibration coming from the engine. This is why this component is very important. In case of new torque converter, we are aiming for the following primary objective. New torque converter should provide more torque output. Basically, due to a larger engine, this new torque converter will handle more torque than the previous model. For comparison, the current converter or old model handled torque up to 600 Nm. The new converter will handle or produce a torque up to 800 Nm. The main target of the new converter is better NVH performance, better fuel efficiency, but the challenges are we need to maintain the same weight as the current converter, and the price of the new converter should not exceed 10% more than the price of current converter. New supplier of torque converter needs to meet following milestones of the program. X0 build, which is a mule build, is due on February 16. This build is just to check the feasibility of the new project. M1 build, its first prototype build. In this build, we used the prototype parts which is due on January 17. VP MRD build, which is the second prototype and this is the last chance for the engineers to make changes in their design. This build is due on December 2017. TT build, which is tool trial build, which is due on December 2018, and the next build is M1 build, which is due on March 19. After this build, the main production of the vehicle will start. In this slide, I am going to explain the procedure of selection of a supplier. For this, first engineer needs to make an engineering specifications document for the converter. This document includes all technical details required for supplier to design converter. Then engineer needs to make another document, which is statement of work. These documents include all details about milestones of the program. Along with this, engineer also needs to provide an engineering markup drawing. These three documents make RFQ package. RFQ means a requirement for the code. Supplier has 2 weeks to answer this RFQ. Then lower bidder and the best capable supplier to manufacture these new converters wins, and he gets the business. For X0 builds, which is just mule build, we will use the current supplier for this builds basically. Communication with supplier. Engineer will set up a weekly meeting with chosen supplier to discuss development process of the project. In this meeting, team will also discuss about the current issues, basically everything related to this project. Of course, supplier can contact engineer other time too to discuss about issue of ongoing projects. There is another meeting called TPMT to report out the progress of the project to program management team. We also need to present data once a month in this meeting. Engineers need to visit to supplier location to provide, or rather to approve them for manufacturing of the converter. In this process, engineer first observe and study their manufacturing process and approve their tooling and their checking fixture and all that stuff. The name of this process is PPAP. PPAP stands for a pre-production approval process. After this process, regular production of the component starts. Thank you.